Hi guys, it's Anna. This is my lightning round presentation. I'm doing this on Python. So what is Python? Python is an open source programming language, which means it's free to use for anyone, and it's a way to tell your computer to do something that you want. We use the programming languages HTML and CSS in class, but Python is, I think, a bit more intricate. It was created for the purpose of having a language that was easy to use and interpret by using simple syntax. And that just means that there's less words and symbols needed to do certain commands. So you can see here from this photo, Python versus Java. Python just uses a whole lot less characters and symbols to do the same thing that Java does. And for this reason, Python is a great choice for beginners to programming. Um, Another reason it's a great choice for beginners is because you don't need to be an expert at using it because they have libraries that are available for anyone to access. And that means you don't have to write the code for every single function. They have built-in modules and pre-written code that you can access for free most of the time. And it just helps also with the libraries can help with like issues and everyday programming. Um, so how does it relate to journalism? I'm building this point. I'm going to keep reiterating. You don't need to be an expert to use it. You don't need a computer science background. Most journalists did not go to college to study computer science. That's not their area of expertise. But it's a great tool, especially if you want to quickly crunch data, and it saves you a lot of time when sourcing and cleaning data. Both of these points at their core just save you. It's that Python will save you a lot of time when you're doing reporting. And I'll get into exactly how you can save time uh, for your for your use, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Um, Web scraping is a great thing you can use in Python. You can do web scraping similar to what we have done in class, where you use to import HTML with a Google Sheet. You can do something like that in Python, but something that's different is Python has the ability to scrape data from multiple web addresses and compile them into one data set. And also like if there's data you want to get from a website, but it's not neatly put into a table like the ones we used in class, you can use Python to still get that information. Let's say you want to compare the price of every television available on Best Buy's website. Well, you can use a Python library to scrape information from Best Buy's HTML and find exactly what you need. And more specifically, say you want to compare Best Buy's price of all the TVs on Best Buy's website from now for like 6 months. Say you want to like analyze how tariffs are going to affect the price of televisions. Well, um, uh, you can use automation that's compatible with Python to create automatic web scrapers. And so you won't need to remember to look like every week to find that what those prices are for that specific week. Python using Python, you can do that. It'll do that for you. You got to be careful with this though, because sometimes websites have terms and agreements that don't allow web scraping. So if that's the case, you will just have to find another way to get that information. But you can also use Python to clean your data with like simple code commands. Think about like how long it took to go through the Haslow data and change all the names to match. Well, this can be done with just a few lines of code in Python. So again, saving you a lot of time so you can focus on the reporting. You're not just spending your time cleaning a data set. You can also use the data that you find and clean to then create simple graphs and like do some data visualization. Another thing we can do in class, but you can also just use through Python. Um, yeah, these are the sources that I used. I will also just mention that like there's a lot of websites and YouTube tutorials that are specific to also journalists trying to learn Python. So you don't have to learn every single thing that comes with Python that's maybe not going to be relevant. But I know for sure data journalists or datajournalism.com has like video lessons that you can follow for free. So yeah, thanks for watching.